Hello, hello, hello. It's, say the line, Rick. It's been a while. Well, you see, it's summer. It's hot as fucking hell. I'm miserable. I'm a sweaty mess in my room all the time, and I just do not have the energy to do anything because it's so fucking hot. Hello, 99 Prisma Balloons. Hope you've been doing well. Me, I've just, you know, I've just been melting. I've just been melting. When was the last stream that I did? The fucking... Oh yeah, the Vorday stream. That was the last stream I did, so... man, August has, like, flown right by. I always, Hello, Ziona. Okay, the crow will join me on the game screen, since he just redeemed that. Hello, Caucus. Welcome, everyone. But yeah, as I was saying, like, I'm melting. It's summer. Weather sucks. August has passed right by. A lot of big event streams happen during the summer too, and that kind of like wipes me out because I stress all year. Like, oh well, I have the kind of brain that's like, okay, well, you have an anniversary stream next year, and you have another Vorday stream next year. You better start preparing, buddy. You better start doing something like big and noteworthy for those big events. And you know, I don't know, I kind of psych myself out a bit, I guess. It's just like, I don't know, I get nervous about performance anxiety. You know, when you're streaming, like, oh, I gotta make this a special stream. Hello, Ematron. I have an idea. What if you had stream avatars set up so chat was going back and forth in the backseat? We don't really spend much time in this screen, and I don't really like stream avatars in general. I feel like they're those little stupid like goo-goo baby keys that you like jingle to make people like slightly entertain, but they ultimately don't really add anything, and in fact they just kind of distract away from what's being streamed, in my opinion. It's just like that much more moving objects on stream that adds visual clutter and makes things busy. And, you know, I don't like stuff like that when it comes to streaming. Nothing against people that do like that kind of stuff when they stream, but personally, presentation-wise, no, I don't like that stuff at all. And that's a lot of work to set up to and like get original little things. Otherwise, everyone's gonna be running around as little fucking video game scrimblos or Animal Crossing characters, and it's like, nah, that's like way too clashing for me. I don't like stream avatars. And I'm too much of a cheap bastard to commission someone to make special custom ones. Plus, I don't really have a viewer mascot. I don't have an idea like what the hell you guys could really even be. But yeah, today is going to be a Final Fantasy 14 stream again. I know we had like the big patch day, and then that was like split up into 2 streams because my internet service provider really hates when I stream Final Fantasy 14 for some reason. It's always cursed. I always get like a disconnect. My internet always goes down like right in the middle of the stream. It sucks ass. It sucks ass. Could be ink imps. I'm kind of like the only ink creature here, though. I don't know. I'm always kind of like trying to brainstorm, like, well, everyone has viewer mascots, but I don't really like have. I don't know. Mostly everyone that watches my streams is like a VTuber, so it's kind of like weird to have a viewer mascot, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I don't have like fans in the traditional sense of a VTuber, where it's just like people that don't stream aren't other VTubers. I mean, yeah, if there was a viewer mascot, it probably would be a bird. But it's just always like trying to figure out a way to fit that in with any scenes or themings and whatnot. Then again, my theming is very weird. I'm a very mundane demon. I'm this weird magical creature. I'm an incubus made out of ink. And yet here I am driving a car down to the beach on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. Speaking of which, we're here. Whoa. Hey, I haven't felt like drawing. Like I said, my room's been hot as hell. It's been really muggy and miserable where I live, and I'm just like super exhausted from the heat. Like, it makes me like not want to do anything. I'm like, oh, I should draw, but man, my room is way too hot right now. I'm like, I'm cooking. Not in like the good way. I'm cooking in the bad way. I'm just like, I don't know. My brain just shuts off after a while because of the heat, and I just can't do anything productive. And I'm like, man, I had so many summer plans, and yet, you know, I don't even get around to like many of them anyways. But hey, I'm kind of just accepting the fact that I'm a whatever streamer, that people don't really, I don't know. I don't really like have much subscribers anyways, so I don't have to like feel really guilty about not doing a whole lot of streams back to back. If you still have a subscription to me, I highly recommend just canceling it and just letting me kind of like do my own thing at this point, because like I don't know, I'm not worth supporting. I'm not worth supporting. But yeah, I want to get into the downer moods and whatnot. I just feel like I haven't been really too exciting with streams this year, because, you know, a lot of dumb, depressing shit happened in the personal life, and dumb, depressing shit still is happening in the personal life. It's been a lousy fucking year. It's been a shitty year. Hello, Dubious. So it's kind of like been a slowly, like, falling off the horse and then slowly trying to get back onto the horse kind of year for me. And, you know, I'm not really doing amazing streams this year. Everything feels so half-assed, and then, it's just Final Fantasy streams back-to-back, and we don't really have Splatoon anymore to, like, kind of, like, put a fire under my ass to go, like, hey, Rick, you have to play Splatoon this weekend. You have to... Nothing's, like, really forcing me to do anything, so... Yeah. I guess in other news, this is gonna be a little bit outdated on this, screen over here, but... Whoa. You know, I've been messing around with this screen right here. Or possibly if I ever feel like doing schedules or anything. And, you know, I could just always change the numbers around if I need to. Like, whoa, 8:30 on a Monday. And then the time on Monday that I won't do a stream will be 8 p.m. Yeah, I can mess around with my schedule in OBS and everything. And, you know, I could just always... move in little things like what today would be then let's go to Wednesday, activate the text, no stream. Thursday, disable the text. So now, you know, whoa, what's today? Today is the 21st. Change the date there. What time was it that I started? Well, let's just say 6 p.m. And there we go. Like, oh, it would actually be accurate. But yeah. That's just like a little preview of like at least something that I've been working on, but there's no promises that I'm going to actually stick to any kind of schedule in the future. You know, maybe if I have a big event on a week or whatever, or I actually, say, do have a really good week where I feel super energetic and there's a lot I want to do. Like, usually Halloween season is that for me. I like to do a lot of, like, streams in Halloween and Christmas, because they're my favorite holidays, and it's, like, a good time to do a bunch of theme streams and everything. Summer, too. It's just... I don't know. I only have so much energy. Please help me. I need energy. I'm so tired all the time. It's like, Rick, you don't exercise, you eat like shit. No wonder why you have no energy to do anything ever. Anyways, that's enough of me bitching and complaining about everything and apologizing, as I usually do. It's a Final Fantasy XIV stream. It's nothing exciting. No one cares. Just me and whatever friends typically play Final Fantasy XIV probably care to some degree. But yeah, let's hop into Final Fantasy XIV. It'll probably be a short stream today, or a little bit of a no, it's gonna definitely be a short stream, I think. See you guys in just a moment. Oh my god. What is that creature flying around my head? That is my Micro Crow, a new minion that was added. And I can have him land on my head too. But right, the crow was also redeemed here. Crow? There he is. Just like in-game now and out of game, I have my little crow companion in Final Fantasy XIV. Whoa. Dress to protect. If you haven't heard about this year's Moonfire Faire, Moyaru will steer you in the right direction. Ahoy, Rickubus. Wishing you could sail away from the summer heat? Yes, yes. In fact, take care of yourself was redeemed. Let me take a nice, refreshing, cold sip of this totally not water that I have. Thank you for the redeem. Wah. 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 Orange soda to hydrate myself fast. Ahoy, Rickubus. Wishing you could sail away from the summer heat. This year's Moonfire Faire has exactly what you need. Our festival is the valorously perspiring face of the Adventurers Guild, so I beg that you partake in our offerings. This year's star attraction is the Queen Lhaminn, a ship fully remodeled into an ultimate seaside resort. If you seek thrills and such needed chill, head to Costa del Sol and speak with Chief Chaperone Hiermaga. Off we go, me and my little crow. We finally got cheap enough on the market board, so I guess people weren't buying the crows anymore. So I'm like, alright, no, I'm buying the crow. I'm buying the crow. I want him. I want him. I was so happy when they added a crow as a minion, finally. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna retire the little eyeball chicken nugget that I love to have around, but the crow is gonna... He's gonna be like my usual travel companion for a while, I think. Plus, I like that he just perches on my head. Rickubus, precisely who I was hoping to see. Moyaru sent you to help us, I expect. Well, don't be a stranger. Come up and I'll tell you about our event. Oh yeah, I'm streaming in the IRL category today for some reason. Well, I guess like Twitch is giving away a IRL like grass badge. But the thing is, you have to clip a IRL stream and then post it to your YouTube or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well I'm gonna I hate this expression, but I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone here. I'll just clip myself and like upload a shitty clip and then maybe delete it once I get my badge. I went looking around in the IRL Twitch category, and it made my faith in humanity actually plummet into the negatives. Like, I mean, it's already usually in the negatives, but even more so than usual. Like, holy shit, That's what Twitch is like, I guess. That's what normal streamers. That's a IRL category is something I never go into. It's something I actively avoid and actively dread. It's just like legitimately people being assholes and softcore porn. That's like all the IRL category even is. Like, what the hell? Fucking Twitch needs to go back to just being a video gaming website. I think being a general streaming website is the worst thing to probably fucking happen to Twitch, honestly. Because then, you know, your community becomes unfocused. Nothing matters anymore. No one's passionate about anything on Twitch. It's just kind of like a giant amalgamation of whatever the fuck that... when you're everything, you're nothing. Welcome aboard to the Queen Lhaminn. First, an overview of her facilities. People be using their phone data to stream. It's wild, yeah. Imagine using your phone data to stream. Sounds like a fucking nightmare, to be honest. This entire boat is new to this year's summer event. Whoa. This venue was designed to incorporate Eorzea's premier summertime recreations. You name it, we have it. Wow, the timing of that cutscene, like it actually turned to night and then all the lights turned on. Water chutes, a deluxe swimming bath, a performance area, and for the true thrill seekers, cannon rides. Master Gigi Ruju spared no expenses for this year's fair, and its novelty has garnered swarms of visitors. Nike, Goddess of Victory, had a really good summer event this year that I really liked. It was like a summer Halloween fusion kind of event. That also involved a cruise ship, and here we got Final Fantasy XIV also kind of doing a cruise ship this year. But when you're out on the water, there's no telling when disaster might strike. Fortunately, we've hand-selected a team of elite swimmers for such a eventuality. Lhaminn's Coast Guard is standing by to help visitors in need. It is to this force that I would recruit you, provided you're willing. I don't know how to swim. Any incentives I should know about? You will, of course, be compensated, and the stylish, Oldon-made uniform will be yours to keep. Your first task will be a simple patrol. Speak with our guests and ensure everyone is having a safe and enjoyable time here. Checking in with your colleagues is also standard protocol. Once you've made your rounds, report back to me. Ah, but your uniform. Ask, boy, old boyan, and she'll find one in your size. You got a hard to pronounce name. TF2 over there with its hilariously divisive maps for their summer update. I'm gonna be real, I don't fucking touch TF2 unless it's just like a private little server of I have no idea what's even official and what's fan-made in TF2 anymore. Game is just a fucking mess. And I kinda honestly hate what TF2 became. Well, ever since TF2 went free, I think it's just been a downwards nosedive. You need a paywall to kind of keep a video game's community, like, staying quality to some degree, I think. I don't know. Get dressed and start patrolling, guardsmen. I'm counting on you. I mean, yeah, the Valve games always... Whoa. We got, like, exclusive little music for this. We got fireworks in the distance. Clear skies. Oh, man, I, like, picked the perfect time to do this. at this. Why didn't they give us this as a music scroll for the event? As far as I know, we only get the outfit. Or wait, is this like from the Pulse album, maybe? Maybe this is like a Pulse album remix that they just put into the game. I see the Coco Purr. Ugh. Thank you for joining the Coast Guard. Let's get you dressed up for the job. Now, where did I put the Lalafell-size uniforms? Ah, here they are. Nearly overlooked them. Off you go then. These facilities won't patrol themselves. Alright. We got people out in the water. Unfortunately, I can't do that when I'm in a guise. What a day to stream XIV. Hey, Jay. Why, did something bad happen? This thrill, it speaks to me. I simply must speak to you. My great-grandmother, she originally hailed from the South Sea Isles, where our people catapult themselves into the treetops to dislodge coconuts. Is a cannon right a catapult, I thought? Only one way to find out, and so I recklessly launched myself, rocketing through the air as my courageous ancestors once did. Yes, to honor their memory, I think I'll go another round. Yeah, there's like a previous Final Fantasy XIV summer event stream where I showcased Aloha Isles. That's like a fun little side dungeon you can do. That's like a choose-your-own-adventure thing. Join the Coast Guard, have you? From this post, I shall keep a watchful eye on our cannon riders. And in such comfort, here in the water, this magnificent uniform is as a second skin. The artisan who stitched these is unmistakably a master of their craft. Where I have the opportunity, I should very much like to thank them. All the modders are freaking out because Mayor just shut down, claiming a cease and desist from Square Enix. Well, I'm not a modder. I don't mod the game, so personally, I don't give a shit. If anything, seeing what people have modded Final Fantasy XIV into kind of honestly fucking disgusts me. Like, at that point, just play another game. You're not playing Final Fantasy anymore after what you're modding it to look like. Like, I don't know, it's just a lot of free-to-play people treating it as like a free platform to ERP and mod their characters to look like fucking Second Life avatars. It's insane shit. It's really weird and, like, I don't know. At this point, just fucking play VR chat, guys. Come on. There's just like better things than a fucking MMO that you have to pay a monthly subscription to. You can just be whatever you want in VR chat, and then, you know, fucking... You don't even need VR to play VR chat. Oh, fantastic. I was hoping another guard would come along. There's a bit of trouble. It's hard to see from the surface, but this beam's starting to splinter. Thought I'd alert the Coast Guard before someone gets hurt. I wanted to report the issue straight away, but I need to make sure that other guests do not approach this area. Could you consult Herr Maga about this in my stead? He will do well to send repairs. Much obliged to the both of you. We're on safe hands with you lot on patrol. The Fallout is crazy to see. Final Fantasy is being review bombed on Steam. You know, this was a long time coming anyways. I pretty much, like, expected eventually that they would fuck around with the modders. Because, like I said, it's a really bad look when you see how modified the game is. And it's giving people like a very negative connotation of what Final Fantasy XIV actually is. It's confusing consumers on what Final Fantasy XIV is. People are playing the games, and you know, right now I look like a little Lalafell, and this person like looks like a human. And for all we know, like if I were to install Mare right now and activate 1,000,000 ERP mods, I would probably turn into like a giant hulking behemoth of a weird fucking amalgamation ogre with a giant horse cock or something. I've seen like people's videos of how insane mods get with the whole mare thing, and I'm like, holy shit, like, yeah, I don't know. It's like very conflicting. Like, you know, a little bit of modding is okay, but when you completely change the way that the game looks and how people look, it's like, what's even the point of playing Final Fantasy XIV anymore, in my opinion? It's a little bit too extreme. It's a little bit too extra. It's too crazy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let's see. People are stupid enough to post about it on official servers, too. Of all the games to ERP in, the genre where people will complain that you're not playing optimally, kind of a weird genre to do that. Yeah. Oh, official forums. Yeah, like... This is the problem, like, when people mod a character, there's been instances where an underage character has been modded in not safe for work ways. And, you know, that's a dangerous thing to do for a number of reasons. Because, oh fuck. That's gonna attract really bad attention towards the game. And then the game is gonna go through a bunch of like legal bullshit because someone's trying to pass off a mod as something that's officially in the game, and the devs don't want that kind of trouble. It reminds me of like the Chun-Li accident where there was a Street Fighter 6 tournament and someone had not safe for work mods installed, so Chun-Li was naked when the match started because he forgot to turn them off. And guess what? That really upset Capcom. And suddenly they stopped allowing mods of their games. You know, it's people misrepresenting your products and doing dangerous shit with your products. And it's, yeah, it's giving everyone a bad look. So eventually they will step in. But yeah, anyways, sorry for the little... I don't like Final Fantasy XIV modding. I think that much is obvious at this point. Never have liked it. It sucked all the imagination out of the game. It killed role-playing in the game. And the community is in the worst shape it's ever been, in my opinion. But yeah. Anyways, here's a Raful Tia, who was from like previous summer events. He's a returning character. Say it for me one more time. If you're ever in danger or need assistance, seek the color. Yellow. Right you are. Lhaminn's Coast Guard is working tirelessly to ensure the safety of all. May our yellow garb shine like a beacon for those in need. Wait, Rickubus. Wait, is that you, Rickubus? I didn't know you joined the Coast Guard. Oh, it's a dream to be working alongside a famed adventurer like you. As you can see, I'm teaching our guests how to spot us. Lucky we're all wearing this eye-catching shade of yellow, eh? Hold on, you don't suppose the artisan who crafted our uniforms chose this color for that very purpose, do you? What an astonishing level of forethought. I'd better put as much effort into my lecture as the weaver put into this uniform. Man, this is like a really pretty view right here. Just the way that the pool is lit up. I like the Chocobo floaty. Look at this guy. Sorry, cat girl. I'm hijacking this thing. I want this thing IRL. I want a giant inflatable chocobo that looks this cute. I'd pay $100 for this and then never use it because I don't actually have a pool or anywhere I could use it. It's adorable. I love it. Just because you said all that, someone is gonna post your character pregnant and with massive tits. I mean, I assume that already happens anyways, because everything is on the local end of people. If there's just generic mods that they install that just turn all Lalafell into like present boxes or replaces them with like monsters or something, there's mods like that, and there's just mods that completely add you to a blacklist that completely erases your character out of existence. For some of these people, I don't even exist in the world anymore, I'm sure, because they probably have a mod that just blacklists all Lalafell players and hides them. And I think shit like that is fucking lame. I think mods like that deserve to get nuked. But, you know, it's just Mare getting taken down. I hate censorship and all that, but I also hate people fucking with art, so it's kind of a middle ground area with Final Fantasy XIV. The artistic style of Final Fantasy XIV isn't being respected. So I think leave the billion-dollar company alone. But no, I do think like Square Enix in this situation is kinda in the right to kind of cease and desist the Mare mod, because yeah, it's really conflicting with what the game actually is, and it's impeding on the artistic integrity of the game to some degree. And like I said, it's giving people a wrong and bad idea of what Final Fantasy XIV is. Welcome back, my friend. Anything to report? Now, people are gonna hate the game. Let them hate the game because the game devs aren't delivering the kind of content or writing that people want. If people are gonna hate the game because of the community and the things that the community are gonna do, that's bad. That's bad. We don't want that. We don't want that. The water chutes have a splintering support beam. I'll arrange repairs straight away. As for our other guest, I'm glad to hear that all is well. It sounds like our uniforms are serving their purpose admirably. No doubt the weaver who made them would be glad to hear. Help! My leg! The famous SpongeBob quote. Someone help! Someone save me! Splash. Did you hear that? My leg! Someone is in need. Quick, take this spyglass and find them. There we go. These guests look to be at peace on the water. Perhaps assistance is needed elsewhere. Oh, they're already drowned. They're face down. Okay. Uh-oh. A lone guest floats face down in the water. She needs help. Over there. Leave it to me. Phew, who knew this thin fabric would feel so heavy in the water? Should have thought to wear a uniform myself. Can't thank you enough. My leg seized up and the current began pulling me out to sea. You should come and rest a while on the deck. We have a healer aboard who can take a look at you. I confess, I had hoped to introduce the two of you in a more dignified fashion, but ah well. How embarrassing. Any road, let's return to the Queen Lhaminn. I'll explain everything there. Maybe she'll be a character that shows up in next year's summer event, if she's gonna be an important character. We're at a really weird point in time, though, in general, with censorship. It feels like everything is kind of collapsing. And all these companies are deciding to fuck over their consumers completely. But I don't want to come off as like pro-censorship or anything with this. It's just I kind of have a very bitter bone to pick with the Final Fantasy XIV modding community. That's about it. It's just I don't know. In a meta world, which is like what MMOs and stuff like VR chat typically are, you want to be seen exactly how you portray yourself, but it kind of defeats the point when people install mods that, you know, either completely obliterate you from their screen because they don't like the race that you play as, or they just decide like, I don't like that R-Raw look the way they do. They should be like 20 feet tall and have a giant horse cock and look like a fucking Second Life e-girl. Like something like that. It's insane to me. I don't know. People should be able to play games how they want to play them, but at the same time, if people are gonna post it publicly and even on official forums and be like, hey, yeah, look at my mods, like, the developers suck ass at art. Like, I don't know. I think Final Fantasy XIV, the visual style isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I think it has its charms to it. Like, it grew on me after so many years that I kind of like, I respect it more. Good news. According to the healer, no lasting harm was done, and we have your sharp eye to thank for it. Now then, it's time for the two of you are properly acquainted. This woman is none other than Hermaga. We just got word of the rescue. Is the poor soul all right? Ah, you three. All is well. All is well. Allow me to introduce to Zanza, the Oldan Weaver responsible for the peerless uniforms you're all wearing. An honor to make your acquaintance. I was anxious to see if my pieces were functioning as intended, so I decided to participate in the festivities as a guest. I'm afraid my exhaustion from work caught up to me at a critical moment. I can only apologize for the trouble I've caused. No trouble at all. Your successful rescue is but proof that your clever design functions precisely as intended. Is that not so? That's true. Even at a considerable distance, my eyes were naturally drawn to that vivid yellow. I'm glad to know that my design does what little it can to help keep people safe. You're too humble by half. These uniforms give us the confidence to do our jobs, both in and out of the water. Truly, you're too kind, and I can return to my atelier with an easy heart. Did I pronounce that right? Atelier? Leaving so soon, surely you've earned a break from your work. Come, stay a while. And speaking of earning things, that uniform is now yours, Rickubus. May you wear it with pride. Oh, how very generous, Hermaga. You fully intended to prevail upon his aid for the remainder of the festival, don't you? No, bah, break time's over. Back to work, the lot of you. As for you, Rickubus, feel free to enjoy the fair to your heart's content, but as always, safety first. A very short event. But it's cool that they made a new little hub thing. The Eorzean Ninja course was, you know, they did that for several years, and it's a fan favorite. I never liked it myself, to be completely honest. Alright, shoot me. Whoa! There's a jumping puzzle here, but I don't care about jumping puzzles. I never have. I've never, like, have really done these on stream. I've, like, never given enough of a shit to legitimately try them. They, like, immediately fail. I hear it's a little bit on the annoying side, too. Jumping in Final Fantasy XIV is weird, because, like, you have 3 modes of jumping. And I guess you need to, like, have a sprint right there to even reach that one. You have, like, a long jump, a mid jump, and a short jump. Depending on, like, WASD, it's a little bit more harder to do. It's probably easier to do on a controller with, like, an actual joystick. You got, like, a little bomb floaty right here. These are all things that they could actually make IRL. And that'd be, like, pretty fucking cool. I like pool floaties. One day, maybe, I'll have a pool, and I'll be able to just, like, lounge around on a pool floaty on a nice hot day like this. And cool down, you know? Actually get to spend a summer appropriately, the way I would want to. But no, just stuck in my room 24/7, sweating, like just sweating bullets because of like how fucking hot and miserable it is. It's a go to Moonfire Faire vendor actually. Nah, like nothing unique or special. It looks like such an annoying jumping puzzle. I'm gonna be so pissed if like I post this VOD later on YouTube and it turns out it is a Pulse remix of Limsa and then it like content claims it. I know you're hurting for money, Square Enix, but you ain't gonna earn any from me. You're gonna get like a single penny, and that's about it. The single penny from like the one person on YouTube that clicks on the video and thinks like, oh, what's this gonna be? And then they're gonna leave after a minute when they see the stream starting soon screen. I hate looking at the statistics for my YouTube videos because that's basically the reality of the situation. I don't think anyone's actually maybe watching my VODs other than bots a lot of the time. Any real person clicking on my videos is like watching for, what's the retention rate, like 1 minute, and then they go find another video to watch instead. I don't really offer much like excitement as a streamer or a YouTuber or anything. The jumping puzzle is kind of easy. Huh. Oh, I forgot to ride the slide. You can't just cheese the jumping puzzle because it dismounts you after a while. It just forces you to drop and then dismount. Whoa. It gives you like a big ass splash too. Oh hey, Rahoptia and his little sister. My sister's been following me like a shadow all day long. Someone's gotta make sure to get your work done, she said. Can you believe it? Admitting my adventuring duties have kept me rather busy of late. Now that my shift is over, I see no reason to not spend some proper time with her. Let me ride the slide again. I used to love water slides as a kid. All the water parks kind of shut down though, and a lot of them got very a lot of water parks are really way too fucking dangerous. You're kind of like very likely to die on a water slide. And of course, like, I can't swim or anything, so... There was a, what was it, 2018, 2019, I at least got to go to a water park, perhaps one last time in my life, before they all completely shut down and go defunct, and then only the more dangerous ones exist. The ones that, like, are pioneered by rich, insane people that could pay off all the lawsuits that they get. Oh yeah, this little area up here. What's this, like, original jumping puzzle, or like were people even allowed to, like, get up here? Is there like some weird collision with this ladder that lets people get up here? I don't know. Anyways, let me go to New Gridania. We'll stuff the reward in the armoire, and then I'll put it on. Actually, what kind of dyes do I have? Marble green? Yeah, that's like my usual. It's my usual color that I put on things. But I wonder how it will look with that. Yeah, and I don't really jump with, I don't fuck with jumping puzzles. It's like, I just don't care. Oh yeah, you could do this too now. You could put an entire outfit in your dresser, but, you know, these 4 pieces will only take up a single slot, which is nice, but there's no reason to make the outfit glamour of an event like this, because it's storable in the armoire. And these are all event items. And it won't take up any slots whatsoever, which is more of a positive. And if, like, seeing people create glamours out of event items like this always hurts. Oh yeah, it's August 25th right now, so happy Bunny Day, everyone. Let's see. This is like the shitpost outfit for the... whenever I need to get the easy, fashion thing at the Golden Saucer. This is just kind of like my throwaway slot. This is a little tropical summer outfit. I don't really use this one lately, so... Where is it? Seasonal Gear 2? Yeah, Seasonal Gear 2. And I don't need the glasses, I'll keep my horns. How does it die? It's kind of like the anti-point of it. To make it all muted like that. That mixes nicely though. And then open the Glamour Dresser. Emperor's New. There we go. Assuming like die number 2 would be the straps. Wait. What changes on the sandals? Do they not die? Oh, no, I'm dumb. Okay, remove die, die again. It just didn't, like, hit reflects. There we go. So, that changes the flip-flop part. Remove die, so I'm gonna want to do slot 1. Then that changes the black part. Okay. Caca! The crow is here. I forgot about him for a second. Rick, is that short IRL? God, I wish. Then every woman around me would be a giantess. By the way, that's why I play Lalafell. There's like people that hate Lalafell. Lalafell racism in Final Fantasy XIV is insane. People just like fucking hate you because you play Lalafell. That's another reason why I'm very spiteful towards the Final Fantasy XIV modders. The fact that they make mods that erase Lalafell from existence or just completely model swap them and everything. People get really weird about Lalafells. And it's like, alright, fuck off. You're not worth respect. Yeah, since that was like a very short event, I luckily have something else lined up that I can do, so we are going into spoiler territory now. The summer event is pretty much over. Now I can do the Hildebrand 7.2 quest that I never did yet. Solution 9. Can't wait for you to melt my PC. Where's the mod to make them smaller? I'm pretty sure it actually exists. You know, whatever the fuck they call it. Lets you change character size and everything. And I think it works like that one thing people use for Lethal Company, where you just get a code, you give it to someone, and it auto-installs all the mods. The moment they made modding so easy that a monkey could do it in Final Fantasy XIV is, it's kind of like the problem of AI, generative AI. It's when you get people with no talent the ability to do everything, then, you know, the quality of things start going down immensely, and communities start getting fucking ruined because of it. Wizen testimony. Rickubus, here to help again, are you? As things stand, I'm still waiting on word from... yours truly, I assume. Hardy boiled. Since parting ways, I've searched every alley and dive bar in Everkeep for signs of filigrane character. It's pronounced Hildebrand. Well, however you say it, he was nowhere to be found. Oh, where could the inspector be? Chin up, dollface. The case ain't over yet. I always get my man. When the trail goes cold, the trick is to go back to the beginning. I want you to tell me the whole story again, and leave nothing out, no matter how unimportant it might seem. Most Final Fantasy XIV races are too conventionally handsome. Lalafell being weird freaks makes them better. Yeah, I wanted to be a weird freak for once. I wanted to be cute and short, because I always in MMOs played the monstrous giant races and like disgusting races like Undead in World of Warcraft. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, I want to be cute and small for once. I don't want to be a monster or a giant creature. I just want to be the complete opposite. See what it's like on the other side of the grass, you know? So, you followed rumors of the flying disc, which nabbed your friend, and that led you to the place where it most likely crashed down. Here. You also think he was caught inside the dome when it appeared, and from your perspective, Went through 30 years in the blink of an eye? Sounds like crazy talk. But I've seen enough strangeness in my line of work that I've learned to give clients the benefit of the doubt. And since we've got no leads on the man himself, I say we try jogging memories about the shiny starship instead. We'll want to question older people, native to your world, who might have witnessed the original crash landing 30 years ago. Folks that age seem to enjoy parks, like the one outside the residential Radie. Let's go. So yeah, when they phased into our universe and everything, yeah, anyone that kind of got caught in the bubble, fast forward like 30 years, but it was like a minute our time or something. How this entire place works is like really fucked up and kind of like a time skip for anyone unfortunate enough to be caught in it when it happened. Bum 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 bum. I always say this about Lalafell. The reason that I like them is they remind me of the chibi models from the classic Final Fantasy games. Cause you always see the boss battles and it's like normal size proportioned humans, and then you look on the right side of the screen and you see your hero line up and they're all these little fucking chibi chicken nugget guys. So that's where I think the appeal of Lalafell is for me personally. It's just like a squashed down chibi adventure hero of light, warrior of light, adventurer, whatever you want to call them. Bum 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 bum. I'm like really bitter this stream, but I think I'm just really sick of every single hobby and thing that I enjoy being infested by the worst people possible. Like, for example, Pokemon today revealed a new Mega Evolution for the Pokemon ZX game coming out, and everyone's losing their goddamn mind. Pokemon is dead. This design and shit, they're morally and creatively bankrupt. It's like, fuck off, fuck off. Where's the picture? Mega Victory Bell. It's a really weird design. But I don't know, it actually like makes sense in a way. This guy got revealed today. Mega Victory Bell. And people are like, no, it's not cool. It's lame. It looks stupid. What the fuck is this thing? I mean, it's a pitcher plant. And it's the whole reason it's inflated like that and it's like choking itself is because when you read the dex entry or whatever, it says it's like full of acid basically, that it's like it's producing so much poison acid in its body that it keeps its mouth shut, and it wraps its vine around its neck to, you know. It's like I've always like thought carnivorous plants were a very interesting thing. This guy is full of soup. Yeah. I don't know, so it's kind of cool thematically in a way. Like when you know about like pitcher plants and how they work, it's kind of like on brand. People have always like said the Victory Bell and Weeping Bell and Bellsprout line looked like fucking Onaholes and weird or whatever, like blowjob Pokemon. So it's like, whatever. People are making fun of this evolutionary line for the longest time. This isn't the most offensive thing I've seen. People are like being mean to like Mega Dragonite as well. I think it's cute. Trying to like grab a PNG of it if I can. Oh my god, that's way larger. Fit the screen. There we go. Mega Dragonite is cute. I think it's cute. I don't think there's like anything bad or offensive about this design. It gets its head wings back from being like Mega Dragonair and all that. It's like, yeah, some people just like, Dragonite has never been super like aggressive and violent and scary looking, so I feel like this is more on brand for what Dragonite actually is. Plus its dex entry, it's more like an angel of mercy. I think it says something that it ends the life of its opponents like super quickly and painlessly. So it's kind of like fucked up. All Mega Evolutions in Pokemon are like really fucked up. Like when you read their dex entries, the Pokemon are typically in pain or something about them changes so much that they're in a constant state of suffering or overstimulation. So yeah, I don't know. The whole point being, there's just people that are always doomsaying and always shitting on things and always just, you know, Pokemon, I've had the displeasure of watching everyone fucking hate on Pokemon, but at the same time, everyone still loves and worships Pokemon. And then Final Fantasy XIV, obviously, the discussion we've had all stream. And then, you know, how people feel about Dawntrail as an expansion. There's been a lot of negativity. There's just been a lot of people that just fucking hate the game because they want to hate the game. And I don't know, I'm just kind of like sick and tired of that being the vibe of all my hobbies. And generative AI too, with art. It's kind of fucking... Everything is just like really shitty in every community and aspect of society and the internet. It pisses me off. It gets under my skin. It's like, man, we just can't really enjoy anything anymore, can we? Apparently creativity is dead, and I don't know. Gaming as a hobby has been, you know, going to shit as well. But that's like that's like more on the industry side of things. I still love my retro games. I still love my Scrimblow games. And those are never gonna go anywhere. I'm always gonna be a retro gamer at heart. Old timers aplenty, as promised. Pick a prune and get to it. Oh, I still have that illustration I lent you last time. Showing it around should help nudge some ancient noggins. I bet Hildebrand never even, like, entered the bubble. I added a sketch of the inspector's face to make things easy. That's a really good drawing of him. I have another copy for myself, but that only makes two. Rickubus, you and Detective Hardy-Boiled will have to share. We are talking 3 decades ago here, so having a picture should come in handy, even if the dame's work is on the same level as a finger-painting toddler's magnum opus. Rickubus, was it? Well, let me know when you're ready to bother some park-goers. Right, let's start showing that picture around then. Keep an eye out for the older Hyun and Hitstaro that might have hailed from the outside dome. Oh, and don't forget the Shitona. Middle-aged? I thought you said we were gonna be interviewing fucking old people. Middle-aged? This guy's like probably in his fucking 30s. Oh no, oh no. Zoomers fucking consider being like 25 years old being fucking... Oh god. They consider that being elderly now, apparently. May I help you? I'm sorry, but 30 years ago I was practically an infant, far too young to remember much of anything. That picture is very cute, though. Did your child draw it for you? Elderly, here we go. Hello, Domo. The silly spaceman sent us. Did he now? Oh, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Why are my raid alerts not working? Oh, because it's the crow. I forgot I changed the little raid sound effect. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for the raid. Let me give you a quick little shout out. Sorry, that wasn't like a quick shout out or anything. That was actually slow because like fucking OBS Stream Elements did that update thing again, so now I have to like log back into it, and I forgot to do that pre-stream, so whoops. I had to use my phone to type it in. Okay, thank you very much for the raid. What were you up to? What were you up to? What can this old lady do for you? "30 years ago. I honestly don't recall. My memories of that time are faded at best, my dears." I need to like change my raid alert to something more noticeable now. Why did I change it in the first place? I know I had a good reason to change it. Maybe it was like the Sayako streams, I just didn't want like anything thrown off the mood for it, so I changed it to something short and quick and easy. "There's a lovely drawing of you though, sir. Really captures your essence." That slack-jawed mug, you gotta be kidding me. Playing Fear and Hunger and dying a lot. Yeah, I always like hear good things about that game, but I don't think I'm ever gonna personally play it myself. It looks cool. Vending machines caught your eye? Yeah, you could buy yourself a coffee or an energy drink, but luxuries like that make you soft. When I'm alone, walking through the darkest, dingiest parts of the city, I need something as weathered and wary as I am. I'll stick to my eggs. Thanks. He just like randomly eats eggs. Elderly. What would you be wanting with me then?
What would you be wanting with me then? I can't say I'm familiar with it, but I do remember 3 decades ago when I was still in the bloom of youth. Well, middle age. Say, I remember you, the clever git who took back me verbal tonic from that thieving horse, and that was a good old bit of sleuthin' it was.
No need for all that. Was just doing my job. Sorry to see the tonic didn't do its job, though.
It's not about growing me hair back, it's about the routine. About 40 years of massaging me scalp and basking in the same fragrant aromas every morning. Doesn't feel right to start a day without it.
40 years of using an Everkeep-made product? Ah, that's right. You're Alexandrian, born and bred, same as me. There's no way you could have seen the starship we're after. Sorry to bother you, sir. Well, no one said it would be easy dredging up eyewitnesses' accounts from so long ago. This is where grit and persistence comes into it. I spied a Shitona fella heading towards the 914 radius. Hard to guess his age with how long they live, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky this time. I have an egg emote. So if I want to, I can like eat eggs. Nom. Delicious egg, hard-boiled eggs. Mmm. I think that's enough running around in the little event thing. Where was it? Oh no, I'm stupid. I'm fucking dumb. I had like the perfect glamour. This is where I had the detective outfit. I was like, I should swap over to that detective outfit to like fit the theme of like, oh, we're sleuthing around. I'm like, god damn it. Fucking Rick, you dumbass. I replaced it. All my L outfits. I should have replaced this one. This is like the throwaway slot. Wait, why didn't I overwrite this one? What am I, stupid? Lovely day, isn't it? I'm not sure I recognize the man. Hard to tell with such a simple drawing. Forget about the drawing. We're more interested in what you know about the flying disc. Ah, yes, the craft. I do recall seeing. When I felt the sun upon my face, I was living a very different life. At the time, it was during a hunt that I spotted it. Flying machines were a rare sight back then, so I remember it well, even now. And you remember where it was headed? It appeared to crash somewhere in Yawata to the north. I was of a mind to seek out the wreckage, but then the dome suddenly appeared, and I had far, far stranger things to worry about. What'd I tell ya? Let's find your pal, Nashu, and share the good news. At least I kind of like fit in with the freak shows of Solution 9 in this garb. No one seems to know anything about the starship. Did you fare any better? So it came down to somewhere near this you wear a yukata place. Teaching people how to fucking pronounce it, I guess, maybe? You wear a yukata place. I don't know, suppose either of you have been there before? That's something I really hate about this expansion. They should have just made fantasy names. Why the fuck did they have to do the fucking annoying to pronounce everything? Research facility, you say? If some unidentified shiny object fell from the sky nearby, then I'd wager their people soon scooped it up. It seems we have our destination. But how to get across the lake? We could take a hover cargo. That we could. The Reforgers have a few, but I happen to know one of an accommodating disposition. Right, that's our transportation sorted. What I'm stuck on, though, is how you've already been to this. You wear a yukata. Yawata, when I was the only one learning such a place even existed. What's your deal anyways? I'm simply an ardent admirer of Inspector Hildebrand. Can't imagine why anyone would admire the man, at least from what you two have told me so far. Still, it's clear you're no fresh-faced mook. Let's press on with the investigation. My Reforger friend should have a hover cargo waiting for us at the drift downs. And better pack a dose of Nashu's delights. Those explosives of yours? Leave them behind. Don't need no dizzy dame blowing herself up on my watch. Or me, for that matter. That's her thing. She pulls out bombs all the time, so. She's never changed her outfit since the base game came out. All the way back in, like, I think even 1.0. They've been wearing the same outfits. They never changed. Huh? Who followed? Neoculture Mimikyu. Thank you for the follow. I hear you need transport to Yui Yawata. The hover cargo is ready if you are. Yeah, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we're here. This place is a mess, but I don't see any monsters roaming the halls, at least. Should be safe to split up and have a look around. This was a really fucking cool dungeon. Like, when it first came out, I didn't expect it to be a horror-themed dungeon at all. And then you get to these, like, biolabs, and there's, like, zombie-like corpses running around and experimental stuff. It's, like, very, like, Resident Evil in nature. Shuffling through the variant documents in the cabinet, you find one entitled Confidential Files. Addendum 1. According to an associate native to these lands, the unidentified vessel we recovered near Yui Iwata had flown into the region not long before the dome manifested. Their testimony was corroborated by a thorough examination of the wreckage, which yielded not a single silver of electrope. The vessel was, without a doubt, manufactured using technology fundamentally unlike our own. Bone hurting juice redeem a Reddit. No. It comes from like just an old meme picture of a dog like drinking out of a juice box, and someone edited the juice box to say bone hurting juice. It's what I like to call soda, because if you drink too much soda, it does make your bones hurt. It does weaken your bones. This mystery was further compounded by the discovery of a Hyun survivor within the craft. Despite the apparent force of the impact, the lone male occupant had sustained no visible injuries. Yeah, it's still there. You see? There's a silhouette of a person standing there, but you don't see their feet under the curtain. Spooky. It's a haunted ghost. Ooh. Like the blood splatters on the window and everything. Cages for animals. They're growing clones in here. A lot of people being pickled in here, but Inspector Hildebrand isn't among them. Speaking of which, did you see where Detective Hardy Boiled went? Oh, there's one right there. Skimming through the various documents, you find the entitled Confidential Files Adam 2. The Hyun male we extracted from the wreckage is an abnormal specimen indeed. While physically unharmed and in clear possession of a soul, he yet remains in a comatose state. The absence of reaction to any and all external stimuli is indicative of temporal stasis. Every method we have attempted, be it electric shock, a hot bath, or a sharp slap across the face, has failed to wake the subject. Is his remarkable corporeal fortitude an innate natural quality, or was it acquired with the aid of unknown technology? My enthusiasm for this research knows no bounds. I didn't really expect to be coming to such a serious place during the Hildebrand quest. These are a lot more lighthearted and goofy in nature. Here we got the jail cells and like the experimental stuff. And the lighting here is just the reds and the greens. This came out during a Christmas season. This is where they strap me down and force me to play modern video games. No, I don't want to play modern video games. They at least cleaned up the corpses in this version of the dungeon. This place was like littered with dead bodies previously. The document held by the clipboard is entitled Confidential Files Abaddon 3. I cannot understate the incalculable potential I see in our mystery subject. If we could but unlock the secrets of his preternatural resilience, we would never again need risk the dangers inherent in the transfer of monstrous souls. While some of my colleagues insist that vivisection is our only recourse, such an extreme measure would mean forsaking the knowledge the man might impart to us regarding his equally intriguing flying vessel. For the time being, we have decided to suspend all research related to this subject. The specimen will be preserved in a biocapsule in Sector 51 and placed under observation in hopes that he will one day regain consciousness. Ah. This is real. Yeah, this is real. Once again, it's like the IRL category, because if you make an IRL clip and share it on YouTube, you get the touch grass badge for your stupid Twitch profile if you want it. So I'm doing it for myself. No one actually fucking cares about Final Fantasy XIV streamers anyways. Plus, I guess there's huge drama in the Final Fantasy community today, so I'm just like staying the fuck out of that. I'm staying the fuck out of that. It's kind of funny in a way that I stream an MMO, and I stream it in the IRL category anyways. Rickubus, sorry to say, something else in the records caught my attention, and it led me to a different door. Hard to rustle up a verification key first, so I haven't spent any time on your starship mystery. Did you turn up anything yet? They were keeping them in Sector 51. The key I found should let us access that area. Let's grab your pal, Nashu, and head there now. Do we finally get a good cutscene? We do, we do. It's actually animated. Inspector Hildebrand, there you are. You two been yanking my chain? This clown doesn't look anything like me. Well, opinions aside, we've located our man. A hard-boiled egg would really hit the spot right now. Here, give this to the detective. Did you turn it into a bomb? egg. A present, just for you. Appreciate it. Is a bomb. I never could refuse the kindness of strangers. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Well, oh my god. This is actually kind of gory for like Final Fantasy standards. These punks must be feeling lucky. Hildebrand, what are you doing? There's no need for firearms nor fisticuffs. I shall resolve this altercation in a manner that behooves a gentleman. Attention, everyone. Follow my lead, if you please. He's got away with the undead. Splendid, most splendid. Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner. Yeah, we're just gonna let a army of zombies just kind of exist. I fear I may have overslept a trifle. But I, Hildebrand, well-rested agent of inquiry, now stand before you, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. By the by, who is this austere-looking fellow? A new admirer of mine, mayhap? This is Detective Hardyboiled, your soul twin from another world. He looks nothing like me. Why, my dear Nashu, this man possesses nary a speck of my singular aplomb. He does not resemble me in the slightest. Couldn't agree more. My sweet old grandmother had more grit in her pinky finger. That's odd. Maybe I need new glasses, but the two of you seem practically identical. The odd thing here is how you look too damn young for a fellow who's been sleeping for 30 years. And don't get me started on how you charm those shambling corpses. What kind of crime against nature are you? The inspector has a very unique physique, for one, and as for the zombies, he's had an excellent rapport with them ever since his brief stint as an undead overlord extraordinaire. That raises more questions than answers. Still, we can consider your missing person case closed. Which leaves me to chew on something else that caught my attention earlier. I smell a new case brewing, and I mean to follow my nose. A case, you say? Then allow me to offer the service of Hildebrand, Inspector Extraordinaire. Undead Overlord seems more plausible to me at this juncture, but I'll bite. What does a fella like you even inspect? I love how his face is just fucking frozen like that. Impenetrable mysteries and unsolved cases, of course. So we're in the same business, eh? Makes me wonder how this gentleman act of yours actually helps you get the job done. I too am curious to see if beneath that leathery gumshoe exterior you have the gumption to handle the truly difficult cases. The dame, she's your assistant. Loyal and steadfast. I had an assistant once. But now ain't the time to reminisce. We have a new case to work on. This'll just be the thing to prove your sleuthing chops, Inspector. Let's get out of here and get down to brass tacks. I wonder how long this portion of the Hildebrand quest is. The case of fiendish fugitives. He's back to normal. As I was saying, I got a whiff of a new case in the making, so listen up while I explain the particulars. You said you scoured this place top to bottom and learned they were trying to stuff people's souls into monstrous hosts, but the facility was forced to close down before they managed any real success. Sound about right? I'm guessing whatever incident turned the staff into walking corpses happened not long after. Here's where it gets interesting. According to the notes I found, one of the researchers survived and continued to work independently, even after the project was mothballed. Apparently, he dismissed the Tural withdrawal as impossible to control and instead chose to pursue his research using less ornery beasts. Are you suggesting this mad scientist transferred his own soul into some slavering fiend? Nothing so mad as all that. No, he saved that honor for the convicted criminals. Seems he set up a fake rehabilitation program, had the prisoners transferred, then yanked out their souls for use in his experiments. How awful! What became of those now criminally minded creatures? That's the million-credit question. I tracked down the containment cell mentioned in the notes, but found the cages inside were emptier than a barfly's tumbler. A little digging into the operations log showed the cage locks were opened only recently, which means we've bind ourselves on the case of the fiendish fugitives. We must seek out and apprehend these dastardly evildoers on the double. Yes, there's a chance they're out there causing trouble. And as a detective, I can't turn a blind eye when I suspect wrongdoing is afoot. Luckily, I also found a storage device that I figure belonged to the author of those research notes. It's pretty banged up, but I think the data might still be intact. Let's head back to Solution 9. I'll take this thing to my place in the recreation zone and see what I can recover. This Hildebrand quest took I didn't expect it to go this route. I honestly didn't know what to expect. It's kind of insane to me that there's people out there that hate the Hildebrand side quests. Okay, oh no, these are way too goofy for Final Fantasy XIV. They have no place in here. They would like give little fun rewards too, like little vanity things, and the cutscenes are just like little funny, goofy, like developers having fun. Oh, here's Nashu's stalker. Usually, like you'll find him hiding behind something, but like he's Nashu's secret admirer. He's just always somewhere. He's like a fun little Easter egg character, and sometimes he gets involved with the plots. Right, I'll take a crack at this storage device. You're better off waiting outside. I'm not the kind of guy who makes his bed every morning, to say the least. Same. I don't make my bed every morning. Sometimes my bed is just a nest of messy blankets. But it's so hot lately, I can't even sleep with a blanket on. Well, the bad news is the device was in even worse shape than I expected. It'll be a while yet before I can recover all of its contents. A quick pass netted me some scraps, though, enough to piece together a partial file on one of the experimental subjects. It states our surviving researcher stuck the soul of a career thief into the body of an Cyclops. This light-fingered fella didn't steal out of greed, but for the joy of pissing off his victims. Twisted guy like that ain't likely to change his stripes just 'cause he's switched bodies. Yes, 'tis all becoming clear to me. His intentions are obvious. Our impish escapee will burgle the most prestigious jewelry store in the city. A soft-boiled guess, a guess as any I've ever heard. Your instincts are way off, pal. Never seen an Cyclops before, have you? It's one of those big brutes. If one of those big brutes was lumbering through the streets, all we'd have to do is follow the screams. Cue the screams! No, if he's plotting a heist, it'll involve a target outside of Everkeep, and he won't be aiming to pilfer any old supply crate. Neither, but something that'd really cause a nuisance. Electrope. Alexandria's got a habit only that a miraculous ore can satisfy. We need to hustle to the quarry outside, and I mean now. If you make your bed in the morning, you are statistically 20% more likely to be productive. Maybe. I think it's just like it heals the mind, kind of, to do such a thing. Like if you look at a clean bed, you're more than likely to feel happy that things are in order and not chaos. Same with a messy room, messy kitchen, messy sink, etc. The more things get messy, the more your brain gets overwhelmed with, I got stuff I gotta do. Yes, I work here. Was there something you needed? Have we had any thefts? Funny you should ask, actually. We had several shipments of raw electrope go messy in recent days. The strangest part is that our guards didn't see a damn thing. You'd need to be a hover cargo to move those heavy blocks, and surely someone would have noticed it coming and going. There, what'd I tell you? A sneaky Cyclops could have run off with those blocks without breaking a sweat. You know who the culprit is, then. If there's anything I can do to help catch them, just say the word. It's mighty kind of you, friend. Then let's have you bait the trap with a stack of electrope, placed conveniently out of sight of your patrols. We'll do the rest. One tempting stack of electrope coming up. They look like candy. There's like a Galaxy Cube Warhead gummies that I saw at the store, and I was like tempted to get them. They looked exactly like that. There, that should do the trick. Collar that thief for me, will you? Oh, and do be careful while you're at it. Fishy. The terminology, collar that thief. I think that's our main villain of this plot. The trap is set. Now we wait. Oh, this is perfect. Maybe a little too perfect. Not good, not good. That's our thief. After him. We lost sight of our quarry. And he's gone to the ground in the middle of a field of Cyclopses. We got us a wise guy. Not a tough guy, though, according to his file. Says he's got no stomach for fighting, so we need to just split up and find the one that doesn't try to squish us on sight. Of course, even if he is a coward, he's a big boy now, so he might still try to go down swinging. Shout out if you hit pay dirt, and we'll take him together. There he is. Me not bad Cyclops. I like how his name is just level 98 Cyclops. No, so why are you stealing? There's Nashu and her soccer again. The inspector and the detectives set off in pursuit of that screaming Cyclops. Come on, let's not get left behind. Damn it all. We have you now, Fiend. There's nowhere left to. Wow, it's like being stabbed by 1,000 tiny needles. Out with it, punk. Where did you stash the goods? Who set you free? As if I'd tell the likes of you. Have it your way. I hear this sting's worse than chili sauce in your eye. No! Now, detective. Threats and intimidation do not become a gentleman. Move, damn it. Move. Give a criminal a chance and they'll make you wish you hadn't. My turn. God damn it, Hildebrand. Oh, he really is a big boy. This is my show now. Lose the gun or the girl gets it. You two, weapons on the ground. Ew, is he twitching? My eye! You had your chance to come quietly? Say goodnight, sunshine. That didn't hurt at all. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, abhors acts of violence. Or the inspector's all lit up. You gotta be kidding me. That shot had enough juice to take down a going for theory, whatever the hell that is. So bright, too bright for me to bear. Ah, the pain is akin to stepping barefoot on a goblin's back. Master Thief, are you certain you aren't willing to speak with us? You shone like a precious jewel. I yield. I'll tell you everything. Soft-boiled and cracked. I never wanted the Electrope. The researcher who freed us commanded me to steal it, and I handed over every block I took. So you weren't just being your usual thieving self? Alright, so what's this researcher's name? He never told me his name, I swear. I know him only as the man who made us into monsters. He already had some scary-looking bruiser working for him, so I didn't dare refuse his orders. No idea where we might find him, then? None. I was supposed to meet him out here with my latest haul, but you can bet he slipped away after realizing I wasn't alone. That's it. That's all I can give you. Alright, I believe you. This case has taken a fishy turn. But even if you were an unwilling subject in all this, you have crimes to answer for. I'm handing you over to the Tin Men authorities. Don't worry, I'll explain how you're a crook in monster's clothing, so they don't just send you to the Arcadian for slaughter. How did they make it so expressive? Like, they actually put effort into, like, making the Cyclops kind of, like, convey emotion. As for the rest of you, meet me back at my place in Solution 9. This is probably the final. The finale. Unfortunately, like, it's every patch they introduce a new part of the quest, and so we'll probably have to wait a while before the next one comes out. This is 7.2's Hildebrand story that I never got to do until now. We're on 7.3 now, so a minor patch in the following months will have the next part of Hildebrand in it. I don't know which. Surely Detective Hardy-Boiled must now acknowledge my dazzling investigative skills. In your dreams, pal. I handed the Cyclops over to the authorities and gave them the lowdown on our case. You bet your last bean that researcher fella has other monsters doing his dirty work. I can hardly figure out his angle yet, but he's up to no good, that's for sure. Whatever those criminals are now, they're also fugitives. They'll be operating as far away from our mechanical sentries as possible, maybe even beyond the confines of the dome. And that's a whole world I ain't familiar with. If you're keen to stay on the case, then I could use your help out there. You shall have it, of course. Inspector Hildebrand is at your service. Got my trench coat in a twist when your pal started dancing in front of my gun. It's only fair I tell you why. Has to do with a man who had his fingers in every illegal pie in Alexandria. The Crime King, they called him. It was me who caught his royal rogueness and sent him to rot in a prison cell, but after being transferred elsewhere under the auspices of some rehabilitation program, I haven't heard a peep. I see here, you've connected the dots. Could be that elsewhere. But was Yue Iwata could be that elsewhere was, you wear a yukata. Yeah, me and my friends have got a history. Me and him have got a history, so if he's running free out there somewhere in a new monster skin, I want to be the one to bring him in. Your unwavering commitment is commendable, Detective Hardy-Boiled. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby swear to remain steadfastly by your side until we have brought this case to its resolution. I don't recall asking for that soft-boiled dope to do a damn thing. Anyhow, I'll get back to pulling scraps of data from that box. Drop by next time you're in the neighborhood. Maybe I'll have a new lead for us to follow. Meanwhile, somewhere in Heritage Found. Yeah, there he is. I was hoping to see our hulking eye cop squish those curious rats. The craven fool surrendered with barely a struggle. He's wearing the Halloween gear, too. But no matter, I have more than enough electrope now to proceed with my plans. Given the right direction, you outlaws have proven most useful, especially with the aid of your new, monstrous talents. Oh, he's just a goon. When making hard-boiled eggs, you want to boil the same length of time every time. 12 minutes exactly. Any less, they're too soft. Any more, they're overcooked. We're out of time today, so here are some I prepared earlier. That one's ticking. The manufacture of my egg-shaped medicine is a closely guarded trade secret, so don't try to make your own at home. Keep safe and stay tuned for the next episode of Inconceivably Further Hildebrand Adventures. See you, Inspector. Yep, and unfortunately, that's the end of it until they release the next set of quests. As you can see, I like the Hildebrand quests. They're always funny, they're goofy, they're interesting. They put a lot of effort into the rigging in making the cutscenes. You don't get that too often in the main. Well, you do get like special rigging during the main scenario quests that happen, but they kind of go really overboard and exaggerate with Hildebrand. And you get like a lot of funny, creative stuff. So I've always been a fan of the Hildebrand quests ever since A Realm Reborn. It's just such a shame that there's people out there that hated Hildebrand so much that they didn't want Hildebrand quests. And I think for Shadowbringers, they just completely left out Hildebrand. They didn't do anything with him. And that honestly like made me sad that he wasn't in Shadowbringers at all. We went an entire expansion without Hildebrand. We'll head back to... We'll just hang out here for a bit. Has it gotten less busy here? Seems like it. What is that emote again? Water float? There we go. What would be a good angle? Maybe this one? When is the Class 0 DLC? What do you mean Class 0? We had a character named Zero. Why did I suddenly just like get massive deja vu from this? I feel like I've been asked this question before. Am I just senile? Do I not get the joke? I'm kind of out of touch. Rickubus found dead in mansion pool. I needed that drink. I don't know. Anyways, this was a... How long did this stream last? It was a 2-hour, 10-minute stream. So, okay. I'm glad I could, like, turn a little short seasonal event into a slightly longer Final Fantasy XIV stream. Oh, just Final Fantasy Type 0. Right. I have heard good things about that one, I think. I don't know, there's still a lot of Final Fantasy games out there that I haven't got to play or experience. I do like the Final Fantasy series. A lot of my main games, you know, are like Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, 10, and some spin-offs, you know, Crystal Chronicles, some of the tactical games as well. There's so much Final Fantasy out there, it's hard to, like, play literally all of them. I've, like, dabbled in at least almost every game. Almost every game, but not to completion, so... One day, maybe, I'll go experience a lot of the older classical Final Fantasies. But there's always so many different versions of them out there that it's kind of a pain in the ass to find, like, what's the best and worst versions that you could play. Because there's, like, tons of remasters, re-releases. There's probably, like, 10 different kinds of Final Fantasy IV that you could choose from. I think I would just personally go with the DS remake of it. Because I do really like the visual style of that one a lot. But maybe that's hearsay to, like, actual diehard Final Fantasy IV fans. I don't know. But yeah, let's go down the slide. I still really like this whole ship area. Where is it? Typically, the event takes place on this island down here. That's where the summer events usually happen. Wait, can I go? Yeah, here we go. So this little island would host the summer events, but no, this time it's like all on this giant cruise ship right here. And last year we got like a new hub area for Christmas. The first holiday to get like a new hub area was Halloween. Now we have like Christmas hub area, and now we have like a summer event hub area. And I hope they don't retire any of them. I hope they keep bringing these back, because it's nice to like have a change of scenery and a very dedicated like special place for each of the holidays when they do happen. I've always heard they bumped up the difficulty for some of those 3D remakes. Yeah, I remember it being a little bit difficult when I played it. Like, I was watching Kolkus play Final Fantasy IV, one of the pixel remaster versions of it. It seemed a little bit easier than what I remembered. But then again, it's always hard to, like, gauge a RPG, because some people do more grinding and some people are naturally just smarter at playing RPGs than others. Oh yeah, we had the Loporits dancing up here.
Whoa. Is that a coconut drink for me? Sexy beach babe.
Nah, just ignored. Wait, did I get the Chocobo all to myself? Okay, yeah. Whoever was on this fucked off. I get the Chocobo all to myself. There we go. But yeah, this has been a Final Fantasy XIV event stream. They're typically short. I'm glad I had the Hildebrand stuff to fall back on, because this would have been literally a 30-minute stream had I had nothing else. Some of these seasonal events run a bit shorter than others. Sometimes they put more effort into certain holidays, and then the other ones get a little bit shafted. But yeah, this year it seems like summer didn't really have too much going for it. They put all their resources into making this new little special area, though. So, oh wait, I forgot to like go down the slide. Bye-bye, Chocobo Floaty.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go to purple this time.
Whoa.
Wait, I did a cactar pose. Do they all make you do different poses? I gotta like see. Let's do the yellow this time. That is like more of a feminine pose. Is it according to color, or is it like whichever slide you do? I imagine each of the ones are different, so you can like sync it up with friends and like get a screen cap of everyone doing something different. Let me try the one on the edge. That one seemed like it was the same as... Maybe it is just like assigned to like colors. That's like more of an X pose. Hello, Orbert. Caught the tail end of the summary stream for Final Fantasy XIV. I'm just like doing a little like experimenting right now. Let's see if these are all the same pose or not. Or maybe it's just completely random. But yeah, that's a new pose. So I think each slide has its own little assigned pose that you'll do. I gotta fucking launch myself out of a cannon again. I imagine all the cannons are the same pose. Give me my Chocobo floaty back. Okay, this is mine. No one else can have this. Oh, hey, the mammoths from my island sanctuary. They're here. So depending on what side content you do and what quests you do, you might notice like NPCs from those things show up to seasonal events. And that's always fun to see. Like if you do the Hildebrand stuff, sometimes you'll see Hildebrand and Nashu just kind of like hanging out doing something in the seasonal hubs. You'll see like little cutscenes involving the craftsman NPCs for the crafting class quests. And yeah, little side content. Just like a lot of small, like, cool details that they put into the game like that don't really get appreciated. Love my Chocobo. I just need to have like a dedicated button for the G pose. I don't have to type it every time. But yeah, that's it for Final Fantasy XIV today. I'm sorry it was a pretty short stream. I'll have something good for you guys soon enough. We'll play some retro games, some modern games. There's like one that I really want to play this summer. That's like a more modern game. So what was it? Good Feel and the creators of Goemon made Bakaru. What was it called again? Yeah, Bakaru. I want to play that this summer, so at least like expect like maybe next week once I figure out like how I want to go about doing it. I'll probably play Bakaru, and then I'll probably fit in like I want to play Rakuga Kids too, but there's not really a whole lot to that game either. It's just kind of like a cool fighting game for the Nintendo 64. Where like a bunch of kids find magical crayons and they basically make their OCs come to life and basically fight each other. So it's a really cool little fighting game that I really like, and I don't really see a whole lot of people talk about it or praise it too much. It's a really creatively cool fighting game for a Nintendo 64. I posted a little bit of it on my Twitter of just me playing it in my off time because I was like unlocking some of the secret characters and stuff, and because I wanted to like be able to showcase the secret characters on the stream when it eventually does happen, because the way you unlock characters in that game, it's just based off of playtime. You don't have to like do anything special. You just gotta leave the game running or just play it for like 4 or 5 hours, and then eventually it's like, here's the secret characters, good job. So yeah, that'll be happening eventually. And maybe a plastic duck simulator stream if I can. I want to do an end of summer VR chat stream if I could find some good worlds to showcase. There's a lot I want to do, but like as I was saying at the very beginning of the stream, the weather sucks. It's hot as hell. It's hard to find motivation and energy to do anything because I just feel so sapped and tired and no energy at all lately. All I could do is kind of exist in a vegetable state. It's hard to even want to draw in this heat. It's really hard to stay cool. It's an oven over here. I feel that. Yeah. Hopefully the weather starts cooling down pretty soon. Once we get into October, at least late October, I think is when things start cooling down a little bit. I can't wait for winter to roll around again so I could complain about being too cold all the time, but no, I'd rather be cold than hot. It's easier to stay warm than it is to stay cool. This is where I really wish I did have a pool that I could hang out in and swim around and beat the summer heat, but then I'd probably get sunburned a whole lot, and then maybe I would drown in my pool. I'd fall asleep on like my giant chocobo raft and then like roll over and then realize I'm underwater and then drown and die. Anyways, let me see who is online that I can send you guys over to, that I can raid. Okay, I know who I can send you guys over to tonight. Someone I haven't gotten the chance to raid yet. At least I don't think I've gotten to raid them yet. But yeah, they're playing Dark Souls Remastered, so if you're a Dark Souls fan, enjoy that, enjoy that. Until next time, which I don't know when next time will be, just keep an eye on my social media. Thank you everyone for watching, thank you for lurking, thank you for following me on the social media, and joining the Discord. Thanks for following the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching the VODs over at the YouTube channel. I'm really rusty with whatever kind of outing I do for these streams. You could tell I'm kind of like I spent like a little bit too much time not streaming that I've kind of like lost a lot of muscle memory on how I do things. But hey, that sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just don't feel like streaming. Sometimes you just like wanna. Streaming isn't my whole life. It's not my career, so I don't have to really focus too hard on doing what I do for it. Sometimes you just gotta enjoy streaming as a little dumb hobby, and not something that's like a job. And I've kind of like, yeah, this isn't my job. This isn't my job. It's not making me like much money, if any money at all. So I don't have to like be as stressed as I am about it all the time, I feel. But still, I want to do a good job. I want to make the streams kind of special and archive them over on YouTube and everything. So I don't know. I'm just kind of like a very flawed person and flawed personality. I don't quite have what it takes to be a very good entertainer, I think, but I have good taste in things, and I can at least showcase what I think is cool. So, you know, I may not be the funniest person or the most entertaining person, but hey, I got good taste. I know the good stuff. I know the good stuff. So, thank you guys for showing up today. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care. Have a good night. Oyasumi. Farewell. Bye-bye. Whoa, look at that. Right at sundown. Whoa. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night.